While the Trademarks Act allows for the registration of non-traditional signs such as colours, the process of obtaining registration of colour trademarks remains far from easy. This video illustrates when colour can be protected through the tests of inherently adapted to distinguish and distinctiveness through association. In Filmac and Registrar of Trademarks, Filmac sought to register a trademark for the colour terracotta as applied to connecting inserts of polypipe fittings. The Registrar of Trademarks found the colour did not satisfy the requirements of the Trademarks Act because it had no inherent capacity to distinguish the applicant's goods from others. To qualify for registration, Filmac had to show either the colour terracotta was inherently adapted to distinguish its goods, or it had through prior use become capable of distinguishing those goods. Justice Mansfield applied the principles in Clark Equipment and Registrar of Trademarks. The circumstances in which a colour applied to goods will be inherently adapted to distinguish are limited to the following. Colour conveying a particular technical result. A colour may become a feature serving to improve the product's functionality or durability. Colours conveying a generally accepted meaning. The concepts of stop, go, and danger are conveyed as colours. Application for the colour red applied to taps might fail to satisfy the test in Clark Equipment because registration of such colour mark undermines the right of traders in taps from using the colour red to convey the meaning of hot it ordinarily possesses. Colours which are the natural colour of goods. If Filmac was to apply for registration of the colour terracotta to roof tiles or pottery, granting the registration would force upon other traders a method of production that departs from the natural mode of manufacturing terracotta products. Colour for which there is competitive need. The colour depletion theory suggests there is a limited range of colours to choose from. This range is reduced through registration of a colour. The court is reluctant to award monopoly over every registered colour as it deprives traders of similar goods of the common right to make honest use of colours forming part of the common heritage. The court found the colour was not inherently adapted to distinguish, but as a result of Filmac's extensive use and promotion, it was distinctive in respect of the narrow range of goods. A specific shade of colour can function as a trademark, but application requires evidence of use. You must show you have used the colour as a trademark and the public have come to identify that colour with your product. In Darrell Lea Chocolate Shops and Cadbury, Cadbury filed an application to register trademarks consisting of various shades of purple. Justice Finkelstein in BP and Woolworths was considered in determining how evidence of the use of the colour in question by the applicant should be interpreted. It is necessary to determine whether the trader has used the colour in a way that informs the public the product emanates from a particular source. Would you recognise BP's shade of green if it weren't accompanied by their brand name or logo? Cadbury licensed the colour for use on goods outside the description chocolate. Cadbury was able to show acquired distinctiveness for that particular shade of purple. Darrell Lea was unhappy because although other chocolate makers frequently use purple, it is not a common colour in the trade and open to use by any trader in the same sense mint green is. Colour may be registered as a trademark. A colour must be able to distinguish the applicant's goods and services from those of another. As the courts are hesitant to afford protection, the path to obtaining protection of a colour as a trademark remains difficult. What is required is direct evidence demonstrating the colour itself acts as a distinctive badge of origin. Each case turns on its own facts and factors. The courts determined a single colour is unlikely to be inherently adapted to distinguish, but combinations of distinct colours will be more likely to be successful.